you ever wondered what to do in quarantine? I've thought about it a lot of times, but ended up doing nothing. So this video is for you! Welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we are going to talk about how would I know what to do this quarantine. So maybe some of you are already in quarantine for about a month or two, and you still don't know what to do. So today I'm going to share with you one key that would lead for you to know what else to do this quarantine. So let's get to it. So the key that I will share with you is, all you have to do is to go get a pencil and a notebook. Because the first thing that you have to do is to have a self-reflection. Why self-reflection? Because by self-reflecting, you are going to ask yourself there if, how are you? What are your realizations? What have you realized when this happened? The things that you have taken for granted, or the things that you knew. So I only have one point, but I'm just going to give you some examples that maybe you can relate to. Let's get into it. Ask yourself, how are you before this quarantine? Were you feeling great about your studies? Are you doing good at school? Are you having a hard time at your job? So all of that is part of the self-reflection thing. If you were a student and you've been caught up about your studies, doing a lot of things at school, and you have forgotten how to take care of yourself physically, then this quarantine is the best time for you to make the most out of it. After this self-reflection, you'll get to realize what you wanted to do. What are the things that could help you to do the things that you cannot do before when you were going to school? Because this quarantine, you have more time to do something for yourself. For example, if you are someone who is very caught up with your job, or maybe you're someone who is very tired of your job, hindi mo na alam yung gagawin, sobrang lagi kang napapagod, nawalan ka na ng focus, you have lost the passion doing it. Then you ask yourself, why? Why are you having a hard time enjoying it already? Then maybe the answers are because that's not what you really like. You are just doing that, or you are staying at your job because you have to pay bills, or maybe you're not having a good time since you don't have good relationship with the people around you. After reflecting that, you can either go look for another job, or are you willing to take the risk to go and look for another job that you can apply to after this quarantine? Or you can write down some things that would help you turn your that will help you return that passion that you had before when you first had that job. Or maybe write down some things that you were grateful of when you had that job, or your happy experiences. So are you getting it, guys? By self-reflection, that's the first step for you to put more steps on what you should do this quarantine. Or maybe you are someone who realized that I should haven't spent a lot of money from traveling and buying coffee or tea. I should have saved for emergency fund. So, but of course, guys, there's nothing wrong spending money to that, but it's just the realization that you should have saved something for your emergency fund. So maybe what you can do this quarantine is to look for books that you can read about starting your own emergency fund, investment, or looking for some ideas how to intentionally or by self-reflecting, you would also realize what are the things that you really wanted to try before that you can try right now. Even if you're just at home, the things that you wanted to know, that you have time to take research about it right now. Or maybe you realized that, yeah, you didn't have more time with your family before, and right now is a good time to have quality time with them. But I hope you're with your family right now, and if yes, you can research some movies that you can watch together. You can borrow your friend's Netflix, or maybe there are things that you really wanted to do before that you didn't have time, and now you have time to do so. Maybe that's writing, reading a book, learning an instrument, making a vlog, or learning how to cook. And maybe this is also the best time for you to realize what do you think are the talents that you have, but you haven't tried to use it. So maybe you can, if that's writing a poem, writing a song, do some research how to improve it. So there are really different things that we can do this quarantine, and I hope that everyone would make the most out of it. But don't worry guys, because sometimes there are really days that you wake up and you feel like doing nothing, and it's fine because sometimes we also have to rest. So don't be too caught up to what we see in social media that you have to learn new thing this quarantine, you have to do something better, you have to be a new person. It's just, of course, I'm encouraging you to do that, but not every day we feel like doing so. So there are really times that we have to also rest, time to meditate, time to do yoga, time to give yourself care, or just to sit there and relax. So you can do that also. Don't be too caught up of what others are doing that you also have to do it. That's why I told you all you have to do is to have a self-reflection to see what you needed to do. So that's it guys. Everything that you've realized from your self-reflection would lead you to more goals or steps that you can do to improve the part of you that you have to be better on, or the things that you want to work on, or the things that you want to try to step out your comfort zone, do something else. But of course, always remember that you don't have to be always productive every single day for this quarantine, because sometimes we also need to take some rest. So that's it for this video. Bye!